Alright, so these are the 12 dark anime movies that are absolutely amazing. They are peak. I have not watched every Seinen movie, obviously, but these are the ones that I've seen that are absolutely incredible. So if I missed any, mention them in the comments. But we will start off with the classics that everybody knows. Like Akira. Akira is incredible and is a story about a boy who accidentally gets these psychic abilities that he then uses to basically flip the entire country and basically become ruler of that country in a way. But it's a tragic story about how he got experimented on and he basically lost his psyche and just became this weapon while still clinging on to his humanity. It's absolutely incredible, but again, most people know about it. The next one would be Perfect Blue, which is an absolutely incredible story about a girl who's trying to become a big artist. She's trying to go from being an idol to becoming an actor and, just doing a lot more big time celebrity things. And she gets involved with this super fan who basically stalks her and tries to just do very harmful things to her. And the entire story is about how becoming a celebrity, becoming a big star, has its massive negatives, and if you don't have the psyche to actually go through it, it can become like the most torturous experience you've ever had. So it's an incredible story and it has so much in it that it's kind of hard to pinpoint one thing, but that's the basic premise, right? She's trying to become a bigger star. And then the next one that most people know is Ghost in the Shell, an incredible story about Agent Kusanagi, who is my favorite anime character of all time. I love her and I've seen the series, but the movie is incredible as by itself, as well as part 2. People don't talk about part 2 as much. Part 2 is great as well, Ghost in the Shell Innocence, but it's a story about how she is trying to find this hacker who is basically hacking the androids within the world to pull off crimes and basically kill people within the world. So it's an incredible story and it's all about, I don't want to spoil it, it has a lot of interpretations into it, but it's an incredible story. And it got a live action interpretation, which was not great. It was nowhere near the legend of this movie, but yeah, it's an incredible movie. The next one that most people know about, Ninja Scroll. I still think it's underrated. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen, period. It's absolutely incredible with its animation, its characters, the music, the plot itself, the villains and their powers. Like it's one of those movies you see that doesn't really have an equal. It's an incredible story and it's about a hired ninja. Basically he's like a ronin, like a roaming ninja who gets hired by people. I think that's what ronin means. And ronin actually would mean samurai. But anyways, I think it would include, he's a part of that list, but he basically gets hired by people to do all these different jobs for them, and he ends up getting caught up in this whole huge conspiracy with this group of villains who are trying to overtake the entire country, and he gets hired by one of the people trying to stop them. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. You should check it out. And the next one most people know be Vampire Hunter and Vampire Hunter Bloodlust. A lot of people know about the second one, but not the first one. But Vampire Hunter Bloodlust is absolutely incredible. It is amazing, but the first one is very good too. And yeah, I prefer the second one because the animation goes up incredibly. The ending made me cry. It's incredible, but it's about a vampire hunter who goes around just killing vampires, and he gets involved in this big one that involves a princess. Yeah, I think she's a princess or a countess that they're trying to find and bring back home. And if they find that she's been infected, she's a vampire now, you should kill her. So yeah, it's quite an interesting story and it has a lot of interesting characters, great powers, great fights. Both first one and second one, incredible. And the next one that probably a lot of people know but not most people know is Jinro, the Wolf Brigade. I do want to preface, it is a bit slow. So in the beginning of the story, the main character is extremely dry and just does not have much about him, but the ending makes perfect sense for why he's that way. So it's that story where everything around it is incredibly amazing and it's interesting, but they don't get too much into it yet, and you have to pay attention to all the scenes, to the characters, to the dialogue. It is very political, it is very dramatic, so you really need to pay attention. But yeah, the main characters, the man and the woman, again, quite dry. The relationship doesn't really make a lot of sense, but in the end it does, and it is one of the best endings I've ever seen in anime. I'm not joking. Yeah, that ending was incredible. Another ending that genuinely made me emotional. It was great. Now we're going to get into stuff that probably a lot of people don't know about, so we're going to get into King of Thorn, which is a story about a disease called the Medusa disease that turns people into stone. And so this group called the Venus group is trying to figure out a cure, but because the cure is going to take too long, they have picked a group of people within the world. Some who've been infected, some haven't, and they're going to put them in stasis, like in cryostasis, for 100 years as they work on the cure. And then there's so many twists in this. It's another story that is very confusing at the beginning. It's a bit dry and then becomes confusing, and it makes perfect sense at the end. It's just one of those stories. It's incredible. I've noticed this about anime. When an anime is very, very good at the beginning, it can sometimes have a very disappointing ending, but when an anime is a bit dry and confusing at the beginning, it has one of the best endings ever. So I've noticed that, and King of Thorn is part of the latter. It's incredible. And yeah, the main character, you don't really get too invested into her, but you will later on, and it's gonna make sense later on, and the twists are genuinely great. Like, they are great. The next one people probably don't know about is Memories 1, Magnetic Rose. It's a 40-minute film though, but it is so incredible. Again, it starts off very simple, very quiet at the beginning, I think the first 20 minutes, and then after that it kicks off and it's amazing. Again, twist as well. It's absolutely incredible, and I really would say you should check it out. And it's about a crew. It's basically like Alien, where the crew is investigating a signal being sent out, and they, just like in Alien, they are a group of people who just do odd jobs for the company, collect oil, stuff like that, and they get this distress signal and they radio back to the group that controls them, and the guy who's in charge of them tells them, hey, you need to go check this out, and then they go and check it out. And yeah, it's a lot of twists and turns from that point, and it's incredible, man. The animation, the music, it's great, and the characters in this one are a lot more interesting, a lot more fun to view at the beginning. So yeah, the next one people probably don't know about is
for their patronage, and we look forward to servicing you in the future. Have a nice
Armitage 3 Polymatrix. I've talked about this movie quite a lot now, and again, you should check it out. And it's about a detective. It starts off with the detective, and then it jumps off to another detective, and they both become partners, and it's about how they are trying to find this killer who's going around killing basically celebrities and killing people who are considered normal, but actually it's revealed that there's something else going on about them. I don't want to reveal it yet because it is a whole part of the story and the plot, but yeah, they're just trying to find this murderer, they're trying to find this killer, and again, it's incredible. The music in this is so good, the character writing as well, the plot, I love it, man. Now for the first 3D entry in this one, because all these other ones don't have 3D or much of. King of Thorn has a bit of it, but again, it's not like Expelled.
To your virtual world, so that I may
Expelled from Paradise is literally all just 3D, but again, it's not that static 3D where only the models are moving, but everything else is kind of static. There's not a lot of muscle movement or expressive movement within the face, but in this one there is. And again, it's a great story, phenomenal theme to it, phenomenal dialogue, incredible characters. It starts off with a bang. It does start off with nudity as well at the beginning, and yeah, from that point it's a very good story. I can't lie to you, it's an incredible story, a very surprising but also good ending in my opinion. And it is about a detective who's a part of this virtual world who is great at hacking, but the virtual world continues to be hacked by an outside source, and she has to go down back to Earth because this virtual world is basically outside of Earth, and she has to gain a physical body to go back to Earth to then investigate the source of these constant hacks and to eliminate the source. And yeah, it has a lot of twists and turns as well. But yeah, it's pretty good and has some great action at the end. Again, it's one of those stories that really builds out to the ending, but the ending, man, is so good. It is so good. And the last one, no, the second last one, this one I know people haven't heard about, and it's Puppet Princess. Puppet Princess is a great story about this ninja who ends up with his group. They end up infiltrating this castle and they see these horrific things happening. They then run away and are chased down by these other ninja. They try to kill those ninja but realize those ninjas cannot die. And the story is about one of the people surviving and being found by a princess who ends up helping him out throughout the journey for her to fulfill her goals as well. So yeah, it's a very good story, I can't lie to you, but it's also very dark, very tragic, and yeah, it has a nice ending just like the rest of them. But it has great action, great music, and the character writing, to be fair, I didn't really like the ninja as much at first, but in the end, you know, they make him a bit better. But yeah, I don't like what he did in a certain scene, and you'll figure it out once you watch the movie. But it's also 40 minutes as well, it's not that long. Now the last one is another 40-minute movie, but it's Dead Leaves. This movie is insane. I don't even know how to describe it without actually getting into the plot, but getting into the plot would basically ruin things, so I don't exactly know how to say it. But it's about basically two people who wake up on the moon, or wake up on an asteroid, I think, and then they land back on planet Earth, cause chaos, and then get arrested on the moon. Like, they get sent to the moon. That's where the jail is, and there's just a lot of insanity. Like this, I think this is the most vulgar one on the list, I cannot lie. it has a sex scene. I don't think any of these, nope, none of these other ones have that. So it has a sex scene, and yeah, there's this gag about a dude trying to do something to another dude the entire time. So yeah, and also the main villain is naked. She's naked. So it's an insane movie. It has a lot of twists at the end, especially. Again, it's just one of those movies you watch for fun, I can't lie, because what happens at the end is so insane and chaotic and so gag-like. You know, like Gintama, it has that episode where they are making fun of like anime shonen, and Gintoki and the other guys are transforming and they're going Super Saiyan, and it's just like gag episode. This is that type of movie, except it's just insane, and it has a lot of very mature things going on. So yeah, it's really crazy, but it is a very nice story to watch. The characters are extremely interesting, the action is quite good. It's just that the animation, I think Puppet Princess and Dead Leaves doesn't have the highest quality, but the animations are very, very good to look at, I can't lie. If you don't mind looking at something that's not 1080p Super HD, both of these movies will be very enjoyable to you. And that is it. Yeah, that is all the movies that I have today. If you guys want me to check out any more, I'll post about them, but I do think I'm gonna move on to just anime in general, like series. For the next one, I'm probably gonna be Seinen again, and then after that I'm gonna do Isekai. So, you know, if you like this content, like and subscribe, you know, share the video. I think there should be a hype thing when you have the mobile app and you're watching through the mobile app somewhere. But yeah, hype the video and check you guys later.